Well, I'm Claudia Hermann, and I am from Mexico City, where I lived until 2001. I'm a lawyer licensed in Mexico, and I got a job offer from a firm that no longer exists, which is Jenkins & Gilchrist. So I came up here with an H-1B visa to do legal consultation regarding Mexican and Latin American law, business law. So I did that, and well, the firm went under, and I stayed here, mainly because I met my current husband, who I love dearly. And of course, when the firm went under, I had to really rethink what I was going to do with my life. And of course, I mean, with Marston being here, I decided that going back to Mexico was not going to be a short-term option. So then I really had to think whether I wanted to be a lawyer working for a big law firm here and doing what I was doing, you know, putting in 8 hours, billable hours a day, or really do something better with my life. So that's what I did. And now, well, I'm happily married still, and we live with my stepdaughter, and well, we're down to 4 furry children. AMEP is the Association of Latino Professional and Executive and Business Women. We do everything for the Latinas that come here, the first generation Latinas that mainly speak Spanish. And we have designed a program to develop the capabilities and help our Latino women to create their own businesses, succeed, or even have a better success when they work for a corporation, so they can climb up the corporate ladder. So we do everything in Spanish. That distinguishes from all the other Hispanic associations that are out there, or you know, the Hispanic Chambers of Commerce that are here in North Dallas. And it is because we found out that while a lot of us speak English, and some of them, I mean, perfectly, we're still more comfortable speaking Spanish, especially because we like to stay connected to our original culture. It's because it's easier, and it's also because sometimes Latinas find it hard to connect with, let's say, Asian Americans, African Americans, or Anglos. Well, there were 4 ladies initially, and we sat together. 2 of them were in San Antonio, and 2 of us live in Dallas. And we met in Waco, and we did like I think it was like a 5-hour brainstorming session. We knew that we wanted to do something good for our community, but we didn't know exactly what. And then it really hit me, like, you know what? I have noticed that none of the immigrant Latino women that have businesses or that are working for companies are members of the Chambers of Commerce or the associations, the Hispanic 100, the Hispanic Business Women's Associations, you name it, you know, E-Women Network. So we decided, you know, why don't we do everything in Spanish and we attract all those women? And we have found out that our major market are the women that are small business owners, you know, that have their little restaurants, their nail shops, their salons, their healthcare businesses. Usually they have their businesses by themselves. I mean, they don't have big partners, or they don't, you know, they don't have a big structure. And they oftentimes they work with their families. So while our organization is focused on women, we also admit men, because we know that, you know, if the 50% of a business or 30% of a business are guys, I mean, to wit, their husbands or their kids, we need to also serve Latino men. All our programs, our training programs are designed specifically to serve the needs of that target population. Yes, I see a commonality. women-owned business are usually much smaller than men-owned business. It's because maybe they don't take the risks that men will take, and oftentimes they don't see their potential. They don't see that they can really grow and grow into an empire if they really set their mind on it. And it's a culture, unfortunately. And that is the difference between, I think, the mainstream culture. In Latin America, women are usually set aside. They are a quote-unquote second-rate citizen. They are not taught that they have the same value as men, that they can be equally important and equally intelligent. So they don't believe in their capacity. They don't believe in themselves oftentimes, so they just struggle with their little businesses, or they have menial jobs. I mean, and the statistics are really terrifying. While in mainstream America, women often climb up on the corporate ladder, Latina women stay on low-level positions. They just are stuck there. So we want to teach them that they do have the potential, that they can really be whatever they want to be, that they are great, and we want to take them from good to great. That's our mission. I think the biggest lesson is to believe in ourselves. When I was young, I didn't believe in myself. I had huge self-esteem issues, like so many women. And through work and through really doing good things, I have come to the conclusion that I am as good as anybody else, or better than a lot of people. And I'm not meaning to be disparaging or anything. And what I want to tell women is that we can be whatever we want, that we are great, that we are better than everybody else, that we don't have to think that somebody else is more important than us, because, I mean, we only have our own lives to live. So in that regard, we have to really believe that we are the most important person in the world. And because of that, we're great. And because we are women, and we have intuition, and we have so many things to give, we can just, take on everything, anything that we want. We can be great. First of all, I would tell Hispanic men that they need to view their wives, their mothers, their daughters and sisters as friends, as partners, that they are equal, that they can contribute a lot and make their lives a lot better. And once they realize that, and once they take on a partner instead of somebody they give orders to or disparage, or I don't know, oftentimes they don't let their own daughters think that they are actually a valuable human being. When they stop doing that, they will realize that their life will be so much easier and so much happier. If they find happiness by promoting happiness in their own family circle, their lives will be much, much better. Sometimes I go out into the country. My husband has a ranch, and it's very rustic, no electricity. And just to hike around and watch nature is very comforting to me. The ranch is covered with deer and hawks and ducks and a bunch of animals. I mean, I love watching animals, and I take pictures of them. I would never shoot them, though. So anyway, I love doing that and watching the sunsets. I mean, it's really comforting. I meditate. I practice Reiki, which is an alternative healing therapy. And I practice it mostly on myself and my friends and family. So that kind of keeps me balanced. I just don't have time, and I'm okay with that. AMEP is my life project, really. I love working with women. I love people. So I'm just constantly thinking, well, what can I do now, to make the organization grow, to give more services to our community, to make things better for us here. We have 3 chapters now, San Antonio, Dallas, and the entire state of Arkansas. So my vision is to have AMEPs all over the country, statewide and also in cities or regions. So we are already working on that, the national board, to accomplish that. And secondly, we're working on a number of programs that we want to implement this year, starting with educating young Latinas and teaching them to be leaders of their own life so that they can become corporate leaders or leaders of their own companies or political leaders. And it's just because it's a matter of demographics. In 20 years, this country is going to be half Latino, if not a majority Latino population country. And we need to work and really focus on the young people. First of all, to make them stay in college or graduate from high school and then go on to college and stay there, not drop their studies, not drop out. And secondly, to really make them know that they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. And that takes retooling their minds. It takes making them believe that they are great. It takes teaching them ethics, teaching them that this is a country of law and that law is respected, and teaching them that their family values, which are great, that they will make a difference in this country as well. So that is on one side, and with the older generations, promoting that they create businesses or that they make their businesses grow. Like, for instance, if somebody has a small restaurant, well, why not think about a franchise? Why not taking their concept to the next level? We are working with a Mexican consulate, and that is because last year, literally, I told the Mexican consul, Jose Octavio Tripp, why don't you invite us over for coffee? And he just looked at me like, what? And I said, yes, I bring all my people, which is usually between 80 and 120 people. And you invite us over, we serve coffee and cookies, but we also bring somebody, that will give them valuable information. For instance, today we're going to have one of those coffee with the consuls, and we're going to have Acción Texas, which is now called Lift Fund, and they are a micro-lending organization, and their customers are usually Latinos and underprivileged people. They give them credit where nobody else will give them credit to open a business or to improve their business or to make it grow. So we've had a wonderful response, and we're starting to work with the other consulates as well to take this program and really serve our Latino community. And also what we do, last year we had the first Woman Entrepreneur Forum at the Dallas City Hall. And the City of Dallas was kind enough to give us, actually the City Council chambers to have that event. We invited the 4 Latin American consuls, and again, we invited the City of Dallas to talk about what they do to promote minority-owned and small business, and the SBDC, Acción Texas, the SBA, and of our members, we have very capable members. Some of them are financial analysts. We have CPAs. We have lawyers. And these are really professional people that can teach a lot, and they are willing to do that. So we have that, and this year we're going to have our 3rd forum, and we're working on an educational forum. Well, believe it or not, what our phrase is for the association? It's we believe in the power of women to change the world. It's under our logo. And that is because we absolutely believe that we change the world, we women. And that is because men are usually more testosterone driven, women are more level-headed, Women think things through. Women are maybe more cautious, which can be good or bad, but women are usually the force behind a lot of good things, including, you know, big corporations, government, and whatnot. So yeah, when you say the power of women, yeah, we absolutely believe that. We have the power to make this world a better world. Well, when I step down from AMEP, when I'm old and no longer, you know, have the energy to work, I want to see AMEP not only in the United States, but other countries as well. And I want to see thousands of women giving and you know, their time, their energy, their money, their knowledge, especially their knowledge, to teach future generations, to become mentors. And I also want to see gazillions of businesses being created by women. That's what I want my legacy to be, definitely.